1993, Ben, my husband, and myself started a little restaurant in Kurrajong. And it was this beautiful, gorgeous home surrounded by the Australian bush, a view back to Sydney. It was absolutely amazing. And we created an environment that locals used to come to. And we started to serve them some really good Australian food. But amongst that, we started to try some different types of things. And one of those things was lavash. Customers wanted to use the product and take it home. It was something new and exciting to them. Kurrajong Kitchen did not invent lavash, but we did bring it to the Australian consumer so that they could enjoy on their entertaining tables. So lavash is actually not biscuits, although people think it's biscuits. Lavash is actually Armenian flatbread. So every village would have had a different version of how they actually made it. But we made a traditional recipe and brought that to the Australian consumer. Of course, as somebody who loved to go out and dine, seeing this new sensation on their plate was unbelievable, and they loved to take it home. So we would bag it up in little packages, in little clear cellophane bags, pop it in a basket near the door, and at the end of the week's service, the basket was always empty. I am the CEO and co-founder of Kurrajong Kitchen, the co-founder being my husband Ben. And a day in the life of Kurrajong Kitchen these days is so much different to what it was like when it first began. But today you can smell the baking of the lavash as you pass through the factory. So from there, we started baking 30 packets a week, jump into the little yellow van, go down from the lower Blue Mountains down to Sydney, sell our 30 packets a week. We would actually get $30 for our 30 packets a week. And from there, we would actually go and have the great big Chinese feed in Chinatown before we'd bought all our supplies for the restaurant and made the chug just back up to the mountains. So once a week entertainment and a start of how we actually could grow a brand. So in 1993, we were serving it on the plate in the restaurant. By 1997, we were juggling so many different parts of the business, a restaurant, a function centre, outside catering, and making lavash in some downtime at a local bakery. So we had to make a decision. So our biggest decision and a turning point for this business was in 1997, we took a stand at Fine Food Australia, a big show across the food industry in Australia. And with that, a Coles concept store manager came along and said to us, love your product, your packaging won't work, and gave us a listing in Coles, and it's why this business is today, because we were ready to either walk away because it was second job, but we were able to actually continue on. If we fast forward a little bit, around about 2012, a couple of years after the GFC, we actually nearly lost the business, hook, line and sinker. And as I like to say really is, it was like the business, the house, the kids, the dogs, the grass. It was the soccer ball, everything was about to go. We dug deep and we managed to remodel our business, and we've come out the other end and we're still here 26 years on, and that is amazing to say. Continuous improvement is in our blood, and I think that comes a little bit from the hospitality sector, from coming from that space where you're always trying to look after people. Every time we create a product, a packet of lavash that goes out to a consumer, from the shelf through to their table, we want to be actually behind that. So as if we're standing behind that. So that desire and that standard to achieve drives growth, and it's everybody on. And we're all going forward as a team, as a family, as a Kurrajong Kitchen family. You can't do anything without the team that surrounds you. So the success of growing the business has been about putting the right people in the right spots. I'm really proud to say that we're going to remain an Australian manufacturer. We have no intentions of moving from Australia, but let alone we're not moving from the Hawkesbury either. And that's very exciting because at 26 years on, this brand deserves such an amazing future, and we're so proud to be able to give the Hawkesbury that and take it forward. In my final words, it would have to be, we are so proud to be Australian, an Australian family business, 26 years on now, talking to second generation consumers of Lavosh after explaining to their parents what the product was and bringing that to market. It's a very exciting journey in food, in innovation in Australia, and we're so proud to be part of it.